I think if you have a girthy and you ask a man to go down on you, you're pretty much asking him to suck dick.
It's fair.
Yo, Beth. That shit crazy.
On a Saturday, it's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcast. You can hit me up on Megaphone as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place. Trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all know the drill already. Page is growing. Jimmy, you're here. Hey, man, what's up, buddy? Glad to see Jimmy, the super intern, is in the building. Listen, you told me off pod that you had a rough week. You know? Yeah, you lost some money. You lost some money that you had to retrieve. Glad you got it, because that wasn't cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody does that to me. Fang was talking about he gonna handle it a different way, but, it's touchy, right? It's a touchy situation.
Jimmy looks like...
But how did you broker the conversation? Because you didn't even talk about that. Like, after you saw... you give him the evidence, like, bruh. Oh, okay. So they confronted him. He gave it up smooth. Because your father's like 6'9". So, you see a box coming like, all right, I just... I had it in the car already, sir. You could just have it. You could just have it.
Jimmy, would you consider directing porn? You kind of look like a porn director, dude.
Maybe.
Facts. Claus in the building.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Fantastic.
There's a lot of stuff that I would like to say that I can't.
Yeah, I know.
But we're just going to keep it simple. How's your week?
Pretty weak.
Pretty weak?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy happened?
Lost a part of myself,
Right. We always try to find ourselves at some point, right?
Yeah.
Go on some journey. Hey, I went on a journey, 21 days, right? No food, juice cleanse. I did it.
Right.
You did yours.
Yeah.
Yours lasted a little shorter than mine did, though.
It's gonna last a little longer too.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
glad to see you. Glad to see you. Nicole and the ones and twos, silent assassin. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna have to have a sensitivity class for the All Even podcast. Not because of you. Because of other people that are here. They need to go to class. Chili McFreeze,
Yep.
Fang McFrost.
Hey.
Was good.
We know why you have that bucket hat on, and it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous reason.
Yep.
And I would love to share it with everybody, but
Yes,
they don't really know how conceited and self-centered you are.
I'm not conceited at all.
Yes,
I
it is.
I just
It
like
has a lot to do with that,
look
though.
presentable.
I think you look very presentable.
Listen.
The average
I
person,
probably-
the average person will go to the barber and get that type of haircut in regards to the beard.
Well,
That's actually their shape up. For you, it's unacceptable.
listen, I just like to look groomed. That's it. Anything wrong with that?
Yes.
Looking groomed?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with him right now, but he thinks is unacceptable. So he has to wear a hat,
Well,
and his head looks fine. Pause.
Hey, yo, what
there's
the
nothing
fuck?
wrong with having high standards.
Listen, I like to be groomed. That's it.
Yeah.
Nice haircut. Nice beard shape up.
I could dig it.
I don't like to have the stragglers when they start to curl up, and it's just not me.
I find it offensive. I do.
Why?
Because I look a certain way, and I don't.
Listen, but
so now that there must
can't-
have there's
can't
going to be a
fix that.
standard now.
No.
If I look this way, everybody has to look this way.
No,
now.
so my beard and your beard are two different types of
It's
beard.
called a cult.
That works for you.
Yeah,
Does not work.
yeah. This doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
So,
So
I
when
wanna,
you get a shape up, right?
yeah,
How do you feel after your
Little
shape
shape
up? Like,
up.
yes.
I don't feel anything. I don't. I do it because
You
it's,
be down here
it
with
has
your
to
little-
be it has to be socially
little-
acceptable to look
Your little
to
thought
look,
glasses.
to look presentable. That's what it is. I'd go out there and look like a caveman if I wanted to. You should have seen one. My son, right? When he was growing up, he had hair all over the place, right? Like his long hair down the hair, right? That's how I like how he looked.
Mm-hmm.
So go outside, you should just like put a scrunchie on it and just let him roll, right? I love the way his caveman head looked, right? But his mother wanted to, hey, we got to look presentable. And she shaved the side of his head and it wasn't even. So guess what you had to do now? You had to cut the whole head off. I was hot.
It grows back.
Nah, but it took years for that to happen. I don't like that. Me and this family, the scruffy thing is what we do. Okay? That's what we do. So now I'm putting down a mandate. I'm putting down an all-even podcast mandate. This is going to affect you, and this is going to affect you. You, not so much. You, though.
What?
No more shape-ups.
Oh, please.
No more shape-ups. You guys have to come in
crazy.
here. You guys have to come in here with scruffy beards,
you
and
sound
I need to
crazy.
see it for a month.
You sound crazy.
1 month.
You sound crazy. Bro.
1 month.
No.
Y'all can't do 1 month?
No.
No, I did that already.
Not here.
Listen,
Are you out of your mind?
1 month.
nobody wants
You're trying to
see
tell me
like
that Chili McFreeze and Fang McFrost can't give me 1 month of scruffy beards? 1 month.
Why?
So, put it like this. At this point right now,
See, that doesn't show dedication. I don't like that.
I got
Chloe, what do you think
dedication,
about
but
that?
If I feel like I'm itching, it's not happening.
Bacardi and Cola. Do it.
Do it.
No.
Best.
Yes.
Got to say the name, no, my Damie.
See? Y'all do not sacrifice for this pod.
Club.
That's the problem.
What did you say when I got down here? I was gonna ask you for what? He's like, I was gonna ask you if you
I was
wanted
going to
to.
ask you for the weather.
No,
You said shape up.
no.
Because you got that all-terrain hat on. I
Facts.
don't know what I'm
Wait,
feeling.
and listen, and when you came down here, this guy said you look cute.
You
Listen,
do.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Because I noticed the scruff.
Oh,
See? See, he's too clean. I don't appreciate that.
Listen,
That's why I never give you compliments. I don't really care.
Eh?
Keep the scruff.
it's not gonna be.
You know what? Listen, all I gotta do is make a phone call. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do.
Make the call.
Yeah. I
That
gotta make a phone
call.
call.
That call's gonna be like, yeah, I can't take it.
That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. I make a phone call to the homie, and she'll take care of it. she'll take care of it. I ain't gotta worry about you. That's fine. I'll go over your head. That's all it is.
Okay.
I'll go to the boss. That's it. That's it.
The boss.
So we gotta go to management. That's all we gotta do. Go to management. Same thing applies to you.
That ain't
Go
gonna
to
work.
management, and we'll figure it out.
That ain't gonna work.
But lots to get into today. It's a lot of NFL stuff. A lot of NFL news out there. There's not much basketball. It's off season. I think there's probably 1 or 2 stories that I have for basketball, but it's very, very NFL heavy. Sean Payton jumped out the window and then jumped back into it. He said some wild shit and then went back into it, right? Injuries. Big injuries happen with the Miami Dolphins, with the Cincinnati Bengals. Saquon resigns.
Mm-hmm.
I'll speak about that. Dalvin Cook met with the Jets, and things went well. I have a theory, but we won't go into that. Josh Jacobs ain't happy. His negotiations ain't going too well. What's the running back from the Colts? What's his name?
Taylor.
Taylor. They sound like they're not gonna give him a deal. So there's a lot going on. LeBron James,
nasty, bro.
LeBron James is gonna get his jersey retired.
Yes.
And we love it. We love it over here. NBA commissioner send a threat to Dame Lillard and his agent. Loved it. Love that. We're going to discuss that. Paul Pierce. Of course, he says some wild stuff because it's Paul Pierce.
Out of his mind.
We're going to discuss that. I have a baseball rant, but what else is new? It's not about the Mets. Well, it should be. It's actually about baseball in general. So I have a lot to discuss about that. What else we have here? Irrelevant news of the week, obviously. And then the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy. Yeah.
Before we get into that, I came across a poster. It's an interesting poster. Somebody made it. I don't know who made it. I can't give the person credit because I don't know who made it. But the poster said, who would win in a fight? On one side, it had Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, right? On the other side, it had Bruce Leroy.
Come on, bro. That's
So
not even
for me,
fair.
let me get through it. Hold on. For me, when I seen it, I was immediately offended. Immediately. Right? Because if anybody knows these two characters, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, what was his name in the movie? Daniel's son, right? Daniel's son. He ain't got no powers. Bruce Leroy had the glow.
Yep.
He stopped showing anybody who beat Shonuff, you already at the top of the list. So I seen this, I was like, who would make this? Who would make this? So let's go ahead and have the conversation. Who would win in a fight? Call you up.
That's a no-brainer.
Explain.
Bro, what's his name? Daniel Caruso?
Yes.
Like, he barely won both of those fights. He had one,
Right.
he had one
Right.
move against the same
The
kid.
crane.
Yeah,
Flying kick. What was
Because
it?
whatchamacallit washed him up in the first one. Sweep the leg. Right?
Yeah.
Sweep the leg.
Eagle Fang or whatever.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So at the end of the day, bro, come on.
Sweep the leg.
There's no way.
And what was the guy he fought in Karate Kid 2? The dude from the dojo.
Man, I'm looking at him.
Was it that one or was it the when he
Karate
went
Kid
to
was the same
when he
to
went to
me.
Okinawa?
Karate Kids, man.
I don't know.
So you got Karate Kid or
Are
you got
you
Bruce
serious?
Leroy?
Come on, you really
I
asking
have
me
to
that?
ask. We're potting.
Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth.
Yes. Yes.
Nigga, please.
Right.
You even asking me this?
Right. What about you, Chili?
Yeah, come on. It's no brainer.
All right. So let me shake it up there. Let's take Bruce Leroy. I mean, let's take our Daniel San out of it. We have Bruce Leroy against. Give me Chuck Norris.
Bruce Leroy.
Still Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy has powers, bro.
Bro, listen, aside from all the powers in the movie stuff, in real life, he's a real martial artist.
So is Chuck Norris.
Yeah, but Chuck Norris, he's on a total gym.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So I think.
So if you say
I think I may have to go with Chuck Norris.
Nah,
I think I'm going with Chuck Norris on that one.
You
if you say Chuck Norris versus
Who?
what's his name?
I have no idea.
The only Chuck Norris I'll go with
The guy
is
that
Walker
does Tai
Texas
Chi.
Ranger.
It's the same person.
Nah, it's different.
Yo, I
Walker's
got it.
different.
I got it. Bruce Leroy versus Neo.
You ain't got no hand skills like that.
Word.
But that's the only thing. That's the only one that's charged up enough to face him.
Nah, that's not a. Nah.
Nah.
Neo,
All right, here's a good one. Might not be in the same element, but I guess we can be able to probably use it. Bruce Leroy versus Goku. Who wins?
Goku.
Dragon
No
Ball Z.
way. No way. Goku does not win because he has to charge up to do the Kamehameha.
So does
Bruce Leroy is the glow is just there.
Facts.
Bro, you forget.
Facts.
He
The
didn't
glow
have
is
to
there.
glow the whole
No,
movie.
so all he has to do.
He
was
had
go
to glow. He had to
Super
glow the
Saiyan
whole
1.
time. What are you talking about?
Yes.
He had to glow the whole time. He didn't know how to use it.
Right.
Bruce Leroy cannot fly. First off,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Last one, and we move on. So Bruce Leroy gets eliminated.
yeah.
Goku versus Ryu or Ken. Who wins?
Ooh, Ryu.
Ryu.
You going Ryu over Goku?
Yes.
Listen, I'm a Ken fan, but Ryu is stronger than Ken.
Once Ryu gets you in the corner and you cheese, it's over.
Yeah, that's Ryu Ripper, whatever that is.
You just kick. What's that? That spinning kick.
Uh-huh.
Dun, 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 then the low kick. You just cheese, bro.
And all you can.
Did you just do the controller thing just now?
Yeah.
Did you do the up down? Did you just do that?
Yes.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I'll go Ryu too. I do. Because that whole Goku thing, people be into that. It's all crap to me.
Only thing that
Vegeta's
Goku
better
has
anyway.
over them is flying.
Facts.
But we're talking about. So wait, we got to pause that one, right? We're talking about Super Saiyan 1 Goku versus.
See, it's too much. That's too much.
Right.
I don't know about all
What
that.
about the blue hair Goku? When you talk about
Yeah.
that person,
You
then
see, you going too deep now.
different ball
Pause.
game.
You going too deep now because I'm just talking about the regular guy. I'm not talking about like Super Saiyan 15.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's too much.
There's so many versions of him.
Yeah,
Like,
there's too much stuff to
crazy,
cover.
bro.
Moving on.
I like the
Moving on.
green guy.
Who's the green guy?
Piccolo.
Piccolo, yeah.
Oh, Frieza's green too, ain't she?
No, he's
No.
pink.
Ain't Frieza a girl?
No, he's white. Wait,
Frieza's not a girl.
we don't know.
So
In-
hold on. So was Frieza the first?
Frieza's non-binary.
That's a good name for
Yo, was Frieza?
Frieza wore lipstick.
Was Frieza the first non-binary?
Maybe.
Yo, they pulled the wool over us back then.
Well, first off, we can't say that. We have to ask Frieza what they
What they're comfortable with?
Yes.
What their pronouns are?
Yes.
Has anybody asked?
No.
Hold on, let me call right now and see.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let me call back to 90 something.
Wait, you talking about, so that would probably be the whole cast of like Dragon Ball Z, because technically Trunks is a cross dresser.
So there are a lot of drafts back
People
then.
don't know that.
A lot of drafts.
Yeah, a lot of giraffes.
Okay, moving on. We're not gonna touch it. Let's talk about what we really want to talk about. Aliens are here,
Yes.
right? Aliens are here. I mean, are we shocked?
No.
Are we shocked?
There's only one problem though. They got rid of all the Radio Shacks. So if we need to go build something quick, fast to take these things down, where are we gonna get the equipment?
Go to Marshall's.
Nah, but
No.
Radio Shack had all the resistors, the
Or,
diodes. You could build
Target.
everything.
Target,
Nah.
that's where they have everything
Nah,
now.
Radio Shack was different,
Costco.
bro. Radio Shack had every resistor you would need.
I agree.
Every capacitor. You could build anything from
They
Radio
did that.
Shack.
They did that on by design.
Yes.
They wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
go.
was that Radio Shack first or
Well, how am I going to build a proton pack?
Circuit City? Now it's Best Buy.
Nah, you listen. Go to Amazon,
Best Buy
bro.
don't have
You got
shit.
that?
Yeah, I gotta.
gotta
Yeah,
wait a day.
Yeah, I gotta wait a day.
Gotta wait a day. It's good.
What if we need it right now?
Right.
Go to Micro Center.
Micro Center facts.
It's like one every 150 miles.
That is
Yeah,
true.
It's crazy.
There's not a lot of them around.
The only one I know is in Westbury. That's it.
But the problem is that, we watched the hearings, right? Cole, you watched it. I watched it. I didn't learn anything from the hearings.
No.
There was nothing that was shocking. So things that we knew.
To be honest, the only things I wanted to hear from the hearings is who was responsible and who was covering.
And you're
up
not gonna hear that.
And they're not
can't.
giving that
You're not gonna hear
information.
that.
But what I did like is that it was actually a testimony. So you testified.
Right.
Like that's the part that hasn't really happened before.
Yeah, he's a whistleblower.
Like I'm officially testifying on record in the American history books that on this day, I confirm that I know for a fact, and I had 40 witnesses,
Right.
that they are real, and we have this and we have that.
40
And
witnesses?
He had 40. One of them had 40 witnesses. The other one, you remember that video that you seen off the coast of San Diego, and there was one that was like a tic tac moving back and forth. You ever seen that one?
Yeah, I seen that.
That guy was on there, and another guy, I don't know what he was talking about. But the one in the middle, he was the one letting the cat out the bag.
Right.
And he confirmed, yo, we got bodies, we got this, we got all that. I can't tell you in a public setting, but I can tell you behind the scenes in a private joint.
Yeah.
My thing is he didn't want to say alien. He kept saying non-human.
Yeah, because
Because maybe aliens is our term.
Or maybe if they said aliens, we would have got them confused with Mexicans.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But kind of, yeah. In a sense, you got to say non-human.
I mean, that's a good point, though.
Yeah.
It is a good point.
It's easy to say, you know what I'm saying?
Non-human.
You got to say non-human because that's what maybe that's how they identify.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Maybe that's what they've been told to be called. Don't call us that. We don't like that word.
Right.
Where do y'all get that word from?
Hey, we don't cut grass.
They-
Exactly. Like, that's probably the N-word.
Right.
Oh, that's bars.
Right.
Probably the N-word. They're like, yo, don't call us that, fam. Don't do
Come
that.
on, man.
We're
How long
not-
have they been living
Wait,
amongst
but
us?
they do
Nah.
cut grass. The crop circles.
Mm.
We're
Didn't think
unpacking a
about
lot
that.
right now.
Mm. Well
I mean,
played.
we can go real
Well
real
played.
deep, honestly.
I just want to say that a couple months ago, I had a hat on that I was wearing, apparently.
But he's always wore that hat.
I'm just saying, I don't have to, nobody has to wear it anymore. It's safe. We can come out.
Oh, no, you still
You can
still
take the
wear
mask
that hat.
off.
You still wear that
That's
hat.
it. You know what I
It
mean?
was a tin hat.
It was a tin hat. It was a foil hat because I was a conspiracy guy. And
You're still Russell Case.
thanks. Okay, very well.
You're still Russell Case. Like, you're still that guy. Because the thing is, for me, it's like I said, there's nothing that surprises me. What troubles me more is the Earth heating up. That's what troubles me more than the aliens.
The heat is on.
Aliens are here to tell us, look, we've been trying to tell you motherfuckers for a while that this is coming, and we've been trying to give you technology to stop it, and all you want to do is experiment on us. Now we're not gonna help y'all no more. Now we're not gonna help y'all. Now we're gonna go home.
Now, don't forget, a little while back, which I think was earlier this year, they shut down Yellowstone National Park because of how hot it was getting with the geysers.
Yeah.
Now, Yellowstone Park is actually a super volcano. If Yellowstone Park was to erupt, it would wipe out states.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
But I mean, look, is any of the good ones? Let's keep it real.
To be honest with you,
I was
I don't
really
give
gonna
a
go missing.
shit about Montana at all.
Hey, that's where I want to go to retire. Relax.
Canada might get a
What
little
the
something.
fuck is in Montana?
It's beautiful over there. It is.
Yeah, if you just want to look at mountain ranges all day.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Yes. Some people like that.
Yeah, but not for the rest of my life.
Some people like that.
Yeah, I guess to each his own.
But going back, Jimmy, how do you feel? You scared? Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Nicole? Hi, Jazz. Are you scared?
Absolutely not.
See? No, a lot of us aren't scared.
I got a question for Nicole.
I will not allow it. No.
Just one.
I will not allow it.
Nicole, can I ask you a question? Yeah.
She wants to say yes. So she already preempted that she was saying yes. You might as well let her.
Get it over with.
She has to answer.
So, theoretically, like, let's say this hot dude came, and he's like, I'm non-human. You want to go out on a date? What would you do?
That's like Twilight. Yeah, like what's a non-human? It's just like
We don't know.
that, or it could be anything.
Non-human.
I would think that.
Yo.
There we go.
I thought she was gonna say it depends on where we're going.
Yo. She
There we
said,
go.
I would think about it. Yeah. Golden freak.
I wonder if we can procreate with non-humans.
Yo.
It's crazy. But I mean, listen, man. Like, can
I mean, you have a bunch of giraffes.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Now, maybe all of that orange dust that was going on, maybe that was like a
Mating calls.
maybe that was the aliens testing something. I don't know. I don't believe that came from Canada.
Orange smoke.
The orange smoke.
Well, we've seen it all throughout
Smoking
California.
that Mars pack.
Yo,
Was the smoke orange, though?
Yeah, in California. Oh,
I don't know, bro.
it was.
I'm scared though. I ain't gonna lie to
It
you.
was smoke.
Scared
And
of
the
what?
lights that they have in California is what created that tint of orange.
What are you afraid of?
Afraid of the unknown.
Death is inevitable.
I'm not afraid of dying. It's more of I don't want to be enslaved. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to be enslaved.
Yourself.
I don't want to be enslaved.
Yourself. I can't say that.
I don't want to be enslaved.
I'm sorry.
So the thing is, think about it, right? You ever watch Twilight Zone? There's an episode that is the title of the episode is To Serve Man, right? So the episode is the aliens come down and they are now engaging with the aliens and hey, we're here to give you resources and tools and all of these things that help the world grow better, right? So we want to come here to help you. So they were there and living with the humans, interacting for years, right? There's this one dude that had the claw hat on. It was like, I don't trust these motherfuckers, man. Like, I don't trust, like, yeah, but they've been here, man, helping us out, and everything is great. Everything's great. He's like, no. I don't trust these motherfuckers. They're like, they're aliens. I don't understand why everybody's looking around like they're just normal people and they come here to help us. I don't believe it. Right? I don't believe it. I'm gonna watch them because I don't trust them. Years come down and they say, hey, we're gonna start, allowing certain people to come up to see where we live, to experience it. And we're gonna be doing this throughout the years. You apply, you buy a ticket, we'll take you up there and take you back. So the dude's like, I don't trust them. Don't go. So they had this book that they brought down with them years ago. And he was trying to figure it out, right? Trying to figure out what the book meant. So he's there trying to decipher it, taking hours, days, years, trying to figure it out. And people are going on this trip now. And he finally figures it out. He's running to try to stop. Don't go on the ship. Don't go on the ship. Don't do it. So his friend turns around like, what's going on here, Bill? Don't go. I figured out what the book is. It's a cookbook. Don't go. So to serve man, they're taking the humans up there to plump them up and eat them. I don't want to be enslaved. That's all I'm saying. So when they come here, the same way the government feels like they're a threat, I gotta feel the same way. I have to. They got too much technology and too smart to want to come here and try to help us. That's just the way I feel. Because if I'm smart, I'm not going to some other try to help them. No. I'm going to try to dominate you and rob you. I'm smarter than you. That's all I'm saying. That's how they look at us. They look at us as lab rats and experiments. That's all I'm saying. I'm scared. Go after the break. We're going to actually talk some sports, NFL football. After the break.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Whoa, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast.
Yeah, let me get the joint. What's up?
All Even.
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this go something. All Even. Yo, you. Oh my God. What's up with you, man? Now you gonna have to shout out. You keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump
All
on the
Even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, All
Shout out
Even.
to All Even podcast, right? All Even. That's your man.
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G? Oh. Shout out, G. Oh.
He cool, man.
NFL news. It's a lot to discuss. Sean Payton was feeling very, very, very free and just wanted to say what he wanted to say. Took a lot of shots at the past Broncos coaching staff, management. Said it was one of the worst coaching jobs he's ever seen. Obviously, Nathaniel Hackett was the head coach, right? Nathaniel Hackett is now the OC for the Jets. Took shots at him. And I'm like, why is this person taking shots at previous management and coaching? Sean Payton himself doesn't have a clean record. Does he forget Spygate? Oh, not Spygate. What's it called?
Bountygate.
Bountygate. So when it happened, I'm like, okay, he's getting the shit off. But what's the angle, right? Because it's like, is he doing this because he's trying to say that this is a new regime? Like things are going to be different here. It could be the same. Russell Wilson is still your quarterback. The last 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't looked like himself. So you could be Sean Payton all you want. Drew Brees ain't walking through that door. The last time Sean Payton was good, Drew Brees was his quarterback.
Drew Brees or Drew Brees?
Drew Brees. So I'm just saying, like, you're throwing shots, okay, cool. But the part that made me laugh is the walk back. So you send the shots. All of the backlash happens. And you walk it back. I myself, I'm not into that. That's the original comment is how he really feels.
Without a doubt.
Stand on it. You're going to put the target on your back for the season and do it. But walking it back makes you look like a chump.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you walk it back? That's how you feel. We all felt the same way that Nathaniel Hackett wasn't a good coach. He had to get a consultant hired to help him game plan for 2-minute drills. This was a real thing. So Sean Payton felt this. And he said it. Stand on it. Don't walk it back now.
Apparently, that's how he feels.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't care what he said. It was a walk back that I'm concerned about. Like, why do people do that?
Because of the backlash they receive.
But it never dawned on you that when you said it, people were going to have a reaction to it?
Sometimes people be in the moment, bro. He probably had a few brewskis. Who's just, you know what?
He was really just trying to be himself. But nowadays, you can't even say what you want to say. You got to walk everything back.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. He could have stood on it, but he knows what's going to come by not saying, "Hey, let me fix that."
Right.
Now I got to deal with the backlash. Let me just stand on what I said. Like it was what it was. Like, yo, if I thought you was trash, you trash. He just wanted to say it out loud. And he said it out loud. And the right thing to do is, please fix that.
Right. There was an offensive tackle, offensive lineman. He's now with the Jets. Billy Turner. Billy Turner's with the Jets now.
Solid.
And called Sean Payton, called him a bum ass. And man, did it make me laugh. Because it's like, that's exactly how I felt as well. Like, whatever comments you made, cool. But the walk back, you kind of look like a bum ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sean Payton has always been this big bravado and, okay, cool. Be that guy. But make sure you know that now, because you said what you said, and because the walk back was so weak, now you have a real target on your back. Because everybody's gonna ask you, what's up with that?
Now you just look like a sucker.
Yeah.
And then he also bombed on the Jets too.
Yes. Go into it.
So he bombed on the Jets saying that, like everything we're doing in the offseason and everything is pretty much.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't remember exactly. I don't have it verbatim.
Okay, so he said that the Jets are literally trying to buy a Super Bowl. That's what he's saying. Oh, they got Aaron Rodgers. They're making all these moves. Last time I checked, the Los Angeles Rams did that. Nobody said anything about it. Where was Sean Payton that said that? See, he's trying to he's like a wrestling character, right? He's trying to bring all the attention to him to take it off of his bum-ass quarterback right now. Nobody wants to ask him questions about Russell Wilson because nobody really cares. He needs to prove himself. So he's trying to make a point that, hey, look at us. We're the Broncos. We need press. That's exactly what the hell's going on. But here's the problem that I have. You're talking about a franchise in the Jets that hasn't had historical success. So if they're trying to do their best to buy a Super Bowl, why are you hating?
Right.
The last time I checked, you're the highest paid you're the highest paid coach in the NFL right now. He's getting paid like $13 million. But you want to talk about buying a Super Bowl?
With his bum ass.
Is the Denver Broncos management not buying you to help them win? What's the difference? Yeah, I'm gonna get on Sean Payton's ass this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's gonna be a lot of segments with Sean Payton. He better hope that they win. Because if he does not win, he's gonna be the laughing side. He's gonna be the punchline of everybody's talk show.
There's no way they're gonna win.
There's no way they're making out of their division.
The AFC West, right?
Their division won't let them win.
Right.
4-13.
Bro, who's in that division?
Chiefs, Raiders,
and
Chargers.
Yeah.
There's no.
Justin Herbert about to cook them up, baby.
Yo, that altitude sickness is hitting that man differently, bro. That boy's he's really on a high mile because.
So yeah, Sean Payton on that wacky pack.
Tweaking.
Gotta be. Because he wasn't talking crazy like that when he was in New Orleans.
Nah,
he get up there with the elevated what do you call it?
Sucking on helium up there.
Yeah. Sucking on that gas, boy. You better relax.
Yeah.
You better relax.
Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Wacky packs.
I don't know what the hell what was going on with him, but he need to chill out. Moving on. Training camp injuries. 2 big ones. Got Jalen Ramsey that hurt his knee. He's going to be out until December. And you have Joe Burrow that has the strained calf. They said that he's going to be out several weeks. Do we think that the Bengals can stay afloat without Joe Burrow? And if you do, how long?
No.
Okay, so you're going no. What about you, Chili?
Who's throwing the chase?
Who is their backup?
I'm gonna find out right now.
Jimmy, can you pull that up? Bengals backup quarterback. Yeah, who's the backup? Because if he's going to be out, who is it? It's Trevor Siemian? Oh, my goodness gracious. Woo. Okay, so let's talk hypotheticals here.
Who doesn't have a job right now? We got to do our thinking. Who doesn't have a job right now?
Cam getting crazy out here.
Cam.
I would rather take Cam than Trevor Siemian.
Cam, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. Baker has got a job.
Baker has a job.
Darnold has a job.
Darnold's the 49ers quarterback.
Backup.
Okay.
Get it right.
Even your starting quarterback's a backup
Cut it out.
quarterback.
Facts.
Shut your trap.
Got 2 backups.
Yeah.
Yo, you're starting quarterback.
It's
Let's
up.
not talk about
They
it.
got to go Cam probably. They got to get somebody.
They may, right. So if Joe Burrow is gonna miss several weeks going into the regular season, they may have to go sign somebody off the street.
Right.
Because Trevor Siemian, I ain't gonna hold you, boy. He one of the
They
worst
said a
quarterbacks.
calf
I've ever
strain
seen.
though.
Yeah.
It's weird. You saw how he limped off he just. I thought it was worse than that, to be honest with you. The way he.
Well, I mean, have you ever had a calf strain?
I have.
I never had a calf strain.
Calf strain hurts like a bitch. It does. You can't put pressure on your nothing. Like you literally feel like you tore something.
So it feels like hamstring. almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
so
it's bad.
I never-
And there's different grades.
hamstring is no joke.
Yeah, there's different grades to the strains. You know what I'm saying? So for what he has, I think his strain is maybe like a moderate strain, which is
So
significant.
almost there,
You know what I mean? So they're really gonna have to be cautious with him, especially because they about to pay him the bag too.
But see,
So-
here's the thing. Like, why are we not talking about how fragile this quarterback is?
Who, Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow came in the game with knee injuries. He went out the first year. He had a scare last year, I
No,
think.
wait. Well, he got low bridge though, bro.
Okay.
It
But
wasn't.
last year he had a strain. He was out for a little minute, wasn't he?
No, I don't remember him being out.
I think he was dealing with something last year, and then this year it's something else. Like this calf's already a bad start.
Well, I mean, you got to understand, a lot of people, when they tear their ACLs and you have reconstructive surgery, it's a lot that goes on, right? It's a lot that plays into the stability of your motion.
Your mental.
It's actually your mental, yes, but your physical, because if you know that you have a repair, like I'll take myself for example, you overcompensate to one side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right? So you may think that you're good, but you're not running with a correct gait. You have like this hobble, right? When you're not supposed to hobble because you're fine, mentally you're overcompensating, right? So now what you're going to do is you're putting too much weight on this leg or putting too much weight on this leg. Now you're going to mess up your hips. Now other stuff are going to get strained. So there's a lot of things that happen with lower leg injuries that can be able to, like, it can be like a snowball effect that can happen. So I don't necessarily think that Joe Burrow is injury prone. I just think that he's a little unlucky. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, injury prone for me is like, who's a quarterback that was always hurt? Cam was a bit injury prone.
Yeah, Cam was always hurt.
Yeah, like, you know,
I mean,
guys
not for
like
nothing.
that.
Odell.
Yeah.
You know, so there's certain guys. I don't think that Joe Burrow, I wouldn't call him injury prone. Because I think,
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Running back.
because I think like for him, if they thought that he was injury prone, I don't think that they would be
Dak.
that reluctant or that quick to want to extend him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But
You would take Dak over any one of your quarterbacks on your team. So stop.
No,
please.
wouldn't.
Then you are just idiotic and insane.
Dak is trash.
he's a
bro.
49ers fan. That says it all.
Listen.
He's better than any
Yo,
quarterback. you
until
have on your
y'all beat
team.
us. When's the last time y'all beat us?
Right, you're right. But we haven't beat y'all. That's correct. But have you beat anybody else?
That's okay.
Oh, that okay.
Our chances are much
You know what
better
I'm
than
saying?
y'all's.
A loser is talking to another
I'll
loser.
take my chances
That's
much
the
better
funny
than
part.
y'all's.
You're crazy.
That's the funny part. It's not like they won.
Right.
It'd be one thing if they won. We can shut up. But you lose and we lose to y'all and then y'all lose.
Listen,
Y'all both losers.
my odds were a lot better than y'all's.
But you're both losers.
That's okay.
Bank, please.
Just stop.
Fernandez.
You guys lost also, so.
Just stop. You guys have no quarterback. None. None. Moving on.
What's your record gonna be this season?
The Cowboys over the 49ers?
Yes.
I think the Cowboys can win 13 games this year.
Who?
Yeah. You guys think you're gonna win more than 10-10?
Yeah.
With what quarterback?
We just talked about it.
Okay, got you.
We just talked about it.
Don't even sound like it makes sense.
This is you gotta remember this is recorded. So
Listen,
when it happens,
every time I speak, it's recorded.
when it happens, right? When it does happen,
Listen,
he's gonna come in here.
I'm not afraid to eat my words.
He's gonna
but
come
I haven't.
in. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Moving on. Jalen Ramsey. Do you think that his impact or his not being there is going to impact the Dolphins? Well,
I definitely think what they thought they were getting, what they just hyped about on the defensive side of the ball, is a big hit for them.
Yeah.
I don't know who's on the other side, but I definitely feel that is a
Xavier Howard.
even still. I feel like that was what they need. That to be an impact, they needed that shutdown corner.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it going to impact their season?
I believe so.
Because it's pretty much the same team that they had last year.
Basically, at that point, yeah. But it's not the enhancement that they got.
Yeah.
They lost the enhancement. So
Well, he'll be back in December, so he's actually coming back at a perfect time for them because that's the stretch run.
depending where they are, though, you know.
Depending on where they are. So,
As
I mean,
a Jets fan, I don't like to see guys get injured, but
So the
you know what I mean? That helps us. One last thing we got to throw to.
right.
So I'll take it.
Yeah, that's so on that side of the field. That corner on that side was they always had to change them out anyway. I forget who the cornerback was, but I think that's the side of the field that they were like battling on. It was always something happening on that side of the field that Jalen Ramsey is supposed to take over.
I don't think that Jalen Ramsey is that much of an impact player as he used to be anyway. I mean, last season he was terrible, and the season before that he wasn't very good either. So it's, I mean, not taken away from him. I'm sure he would have helped the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But we're going to see somebody has to step up, and I would love to see how he comes back because it's going to be an interesting division down the stretch. I think the AFC East is going to be one of the best divisions in football this year.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. That and I like the AFC West, but I'm also excited to see the NFC East.
NFC East is going to be interesting.
I'm liking it's because I just feel like the Commanders actually have something like it's gonna be that underdog team, but they're gonna like underdog team that has momentum now with a whole new fresh look and a whole new energy in the building.
They have very good defensive parts, but
It's not, I don't think it's gonna be
And
yet.
Sam Howell, I saw Sam Howell throwing some practice balls, letting it fly over there.
yeah, until he gets hit. I'm just saying.
Damn much. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Good talk.
Brown.
Until
Any Washington Commanders fans,
until he sees Micah Parsons,
boom
coming
goes the
across there.
dynamite.
It's a different type of situation.
My oh Micah.
You know? when you got that red shirt on in practice, you can throw all you want.
Great.
Or you see number 11 going around that corner. Time out. You can't call time out mid-play. Time.
He touched my helmet.
Right. Can't do that. Nope. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Moving on. Running backs. We all know they're not getting paid. But one did. Saquon got his money, right? Hey.
Yeah. 1 year.
1 year, what was it? 11.5?
11.2.
$11.2 million. So everybody's like, oh, that's too low. Why would he do that?
Shit.
Why wouldn't he do it? Why wouldn't he do it? The problem is that running backs in this situation or this day and age, they can't turn down money. You got to take whatever's there.
Yeah.
Take the scraps and try to build up the position, build the trust back up. That's where Saquon is right now. You don't think that he knows that he's worth more than $11.2 million? But if no team and the current team that you're affiliated with is not giving you more than that, what are you going to do? You're going to sit out and cost yourself another year of eligibility? Who's that hurting?
Right.
That's not hurting the Giants.
More money.
Yeah, that's not hurting the Giants. Hurting you.
Right.
All they're going to do is just draft another running back. They might. I'm sure he's not going to be as good as you. Probably not. They'll probably never find another running back as good as him if he leaves. But the Giants don't care. Just like how every other team in football don't care. And it goes to all the other situations that's going on right now. You got Taylor with the Colts. He's on the last year of his rookie deal. He's one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the NFL. Doesn't have a contract. You have Josh Jacobs, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
Raiders, Josh Jacobs. No contract. He's not happy. So we're talking about the tops of the top running backs. Then Josh Jacobs, didn't he lead the league in rushing last year?
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
Think about this.
that's crazy.
So my thing is that I understand Josh Jacobs. I understand Taylor. I understand Saquon. I get the frustration at the position. I get it. They all they had a running back meeting and all this shit, right? At the end of the day, the smartest thing that they can tell each other is stay healthy.
Yep.
Stay healthy, stay together, stay consistent. That's the only way you are going to get the trust back. Look, teams are still willing to draft running backs high. You saw 2 running backs go in the top 15 of the draft. So they're still willing to take chances on running backs.
Or because they don't want to pay their guy.
Well, you're still paying those running backs big time money. Because the kid that got drafted by the Falcons, he's pretty much like one of the highest paid running backs in the league right now.
Yeah,
Robinson, right?
rookie deal.
Huh?
Dijon Robinson, something like that?
Bijan Robinson. He's one of the highest paid running backs in the league right now. Right now. So they're willing to take chances on guys that they want to. Those guys are going to have to show the management that they are trustworthy, that they can be able to earn a big contract. That's all it is. So people want to talk about it's unfair. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. But at the end of the day, look at it from the other side of it. You're a business owner. And whatever product you have or whatever employee you have, they're just not trustworthy, or they show up to work and they're always sick, not productive, right? Are you going to be jumping at the chance to give this person a raise?
No, but it's a legendary position, though, man.
But you have to talk about business. I get the legendary position. Kicker is a legendary position. But kickers stay healthy, and that's why they get paid.
Kickers are getting paid more than running backs, though, now.
And guess what? When a kicker doesn't produce, what happens? They get the boot very quickly.
Yes.
They get fired. They get fired and don't even get back to the bus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think will happen, though? Eventually, I can see it now. I feel like top tier running backs that we've had so far, eventually, I feel like they're going to start just taking lighter loads, and just be like receiving backs and glance backs and shit like that.
But it's already happening.
Right. And then you're going to have a bell cow that's just in there just running into brick walls.
But it's already happening.
I'm just saying that's what's going to happen more because like the Saquon deal is not a bad deal for Saquon, honestly. He got some bread from this year. It's a 1-year deal. And now he's on the market for next year. Yeah. Whatever the market is, he's going to go to another team. So it doesn't matter.
Going
Even
right
Josh
to the
Jacobs,
Commanders.
at the end of the day, if Josh Jacobs smart, all right, give me a 1-year deal because you actually have a chance with this quarterback that you got. So put yourself in a position to get that 1-year deal and then open up the market. Exactly. If it opens up next year, then let's just rock. But have that contract I don't need a multi-year deal. Just give me a 1-year deal.
Exactly.
I think that's the smarter play.
That's what I'm saying.
It's guaranteed money.
Don't leave money on the table. Take the money and run. See what I did? Mm-hmm. Moving on. Oh, after the break, take a little break, come back and talk about Jets Watch. There's a lot of stuff to talk about with the Jets. After the break.
Yo, this is Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for leaving podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Jets Watch.
I had a chant planned, but they
I don't care about that.
it. So things are really fair around here.
I kind of want to hear the chant.
Good. Yeah. You know it. Go.
No, need to hear it. Come on.
And then he turns it up. Like right in front of the mic.
Yeah, you have to. Completely horrible audio. Thanks for everybody. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen. Aaron Rodgers showed he's a team player, taking a $35 million pay cut.
Is he really?
As of now, he is.
Is he really?
But as of now, he is.
He hasn't signed it yet.
Apparently, he signed it. All the reports I got said he signs the contract. Unless, hey, you might know something different. I know you're Barry Grant Jr. You're tapped in.
I don't want to interrupt, but
okay, because you already did.
So I don't want to interrupt anymore.
So
go ahead.
Segment?
No.
All right. Anyway, to open up some space, draft capital. The alleged agreement locks him into 2024, which is a multi-year deal with the Jets. How about that? This is not a one-year floozy.
Hoorah.
You know what I mean? So that's happening right now, which is really great because then it opens up opportunity for a running back that we need, like Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, who you know is coming from the Minnesota Vikings. And I feel personally it's a great addition. We got Breece Hall, stud of a kid, got injured last year, didn't get to play the full year. He has to, slowly work his way back up onto the team. What better way to fill a role with a veteran that could actually get those downs you need, get those scores, those moments of ground and pound football that you're just used to having, and also be an elusive back for Aaron Rodgers to throw to, because we have a plethora of wide receivers to pass to as well. So I really feel like this is a great opportunity. It's a really great time to be a Jets fan, as I always say. And I'm also going to throw out there that we did, however, lose Garrett Wilson to a potential leg strain. Nothing to be frightened about, but hey, it's hot out there. Guys are working hard. And Sauce Gardner gave Aaron Rodgers a number 8 chain. Thanks.
Right.
Well
put.
Thanks.
Yes, so he has not signed the agreement yet. And the reason why, my particular theory, is there's a reason. He wants to see if the Dalvin Cook deal goes down. Right? So why would you sign off on a contract restructure for what? What do you bring in here?
Right.
If you're not gonna bring in somebody that's dynamic, that's gonna help us offensively or defensively, why am I going to restructure my deal? So Dalvin Cook met with the Jets. All things went well, and they said that rumors are saying that the Jets are tops his list. That they asked him, and he says a very good chance that he may just sign with the Jets. Obviously, he still has he has a couple more teams that he's gonna meet with. He's gonna meet the Patriots, gonna meet with some other teams, but that's what Aaron Rodgers is waiting for. So I think once that agreement in principle it happens, he'll sign that restructuring, because that makes sense, right? Like, why would he sign off on that? He's going to get his money regardless,
right?
But just wait until you know that there's a sure thing coming in the building. I think that's smart business.
Right. So what am I giving the money up for?
Correct.
If you're not getting anything,
yeah, I think that's smart business.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, in regards to the cash strain for Garrett Wilson, it's early in camp. He'll be fine. They could probably shut him down for right now. But what I'm hearing is that him and Aaron Rodgers have had a great connection in camp, done well.
As well as Lazard, too.
Lazard, I mean, that's
even Corey
that's
Davis.
A given.
Corey Davis
that's a given.
Looking all right.
Aaron Rodgers is going to elevate that entire group, man. This, I think the reason why Sean Payton is throwing shots to the Jets is because he sees what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He sees it coming.
He's a hater.
Yeah, he's jealous. This team is going to be good. I'm not saying that they're going to be Kansas City Chiefs good. I'm not saying that they're going to be Bills good. Those are the two best teams in the AFC right now. Obviously, with the Bengals too, you want to put them in there, right? But anything can happen. Anything can happen if they can stay healthy. If Breece Hall can come back and give them something. If the defense can hold up. If Robert Saleh can show that he has some coaching chops in year 3, right? We'll see. We'll see.
Everybody seems to be on board. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
They're gelling very well.
Right. They look exactly. And that's the one thing that I think for Aaron Rodgers, it's more important for him to actually look like he's having fun.
Right.
Because he hasn't looked like he's had fun in 10 years. You know what I mean? Because I've always said that Aaron Rodgers has been a very clunky fit in Green Bay. He got drafted there, but he's not a Green Bay, Wisconsin type of person. He's a me type of person, right? So what better place to be me than New York?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Or Cali. That's the type of person he is. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean he's a terrible person or a bad teammate. He's just more of a guy that needs a big spotlight around him to feel at home. Broadway Joe was like that. Joe Namath had to be here to be him. If he went anywhere else, it wouldn't be him.
That's a fact.
So that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a happier quarterback, which means that you're going to see a more productive quarterback. Simple.
A looser quarterback.
Simple.
Now, I will say this, and it's something I saw watching clips and clips from practice and training camp, whatever.
Mhm.
What I love seeing is that you got Sauce on one side of the ball, and then he's going against Garrett Wilson, and it's like every exchange with them, like
Iron sharpens iron.
man, like one Wilson's gonna win, the next one Sauce may win. You know what I mean? All of which is making everybody better. Even Aaron Rodgers getting better with a better receiver, as well as a better defensive, knowing how to throw against a guy that's pretty much a top rated defensive.
He's a top 7 cornerback in the league right now.
Last year, so I just feel like it's a good time, man. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, listen, for Jet fans, it's a good time to be a Jets fan. It really is. Like finally, you guys got a good team.
I gotta get my one this year jacket out the shot.
You know, make sure you give Pops a new hat. Get him a new hat.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that old one that he got, I gotta just hang somewhere.
The vintage.
Don't let him. Don't know about that. Yeah, don't let him go. Don't let him go to the stadium with that hat on.
Bang used to see that shit. Yo, we be so hyped, and then that shit get crumpled up and thrown across the house.
Yeah. That he can literally crumble that hat up into a ball, like small one too,
like brim and all.
Yeah, everything.
That's how
like
beat,
paper, bro.
That's
like,
how beat that hat is.
Yeah,
like,
that's how
it's
old,
crazy.
yeah.
So, like I said, that needs to go on a wall somewhere. Don't let him go outside with that.
Yeah.
Don't let him go outside with that. Moving on. I think we're done with the NFL. Honestly. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
D-Hop. I seen D-Hop in training camp.
Oh yeah,
It was good.
Oh.
It's D-Hop.
But I just love to see it because it's still D-Hop. Like,
I think a lot of people forget who he is.
Yo.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, just because he was hurt last season and suspended and all that stuff, like, or hurt for the last few seasons, then he's still the guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's still Mr. Quarterback proof. It doesn't matter who's throwing the football. He's going to catch it.
Yep. That was the one loss we took
Hey.
season. I wanted D-Hop so bad.
Right.
More than even Dalvin Cook.
He was going
D-Hop, bro.
Facts. D-Hop would have put everything together for y'all.
That was
collectively.
it. That was the put a bow on it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Lexus commercial during Christmas.
That was funny. Moving on to my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch them? I mean, they stink.
Such good ones. You never know what you're going to get week to week. Well, first one we got here. California family who allegedly made $7.6 million by recycling 178 tons of cans and bottles have been charged. It was a scam. I don't know how they scammed $7.6 million.
That's crazy.
That's wild to
Where
me.
do you store that many bottles?
Bro. So let's go ahead and dive into the story here.
It may be weight, and it may be.
So they scanned the system out of $7.6 million. The family, consisting of 8 members, allegedly imported 178 tons of cans and bottles from Arizona, where there is no recycling deposit program, into California over an 8-month period. So they stole garbage from Arizona to dump here and then recycle it. It's a scam. According to California, it's a scam.
Where'd they steal the bottles from? Like, because I really can't see that being illegal.
That's not illegal.
Bro, we live in New York. We don't know what California states are. You can't say what's illegal and what's not. Every state's different. They're stealing trash from one state, pulling it into one state, and
What do you
making
mean
money.
Stealing it. Like they're going into a business and taking it out of a business?
Maybe.
Or they're just going around picking up people's garbage? Or like,
They going house to house and take everybody's garbage.
They do that shit to my crib.
Yo, listen, I hate that.
I was so
I
pissed.
hate that.
Yo, when I left the house
hate
today,
that.
my fucking garbage was open and stuff on in front of the house.
Dude,
I'm like, this is crazy.
Listen. I don't mean to throw shots at nobody for whatever your financial situation is. I ain't gonna lie to you, son. Most of the time when I see people with the whole the recycling cart, and I know that you stole it from somebody's garbage, I feel like kicking your cart over. I feel like kicking your cart over. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You can have a cart.
That upsets me.
You can have a cart with 5 bags full.
Right.
You're gonna get like $10.
Right. And mind you, you stole some of my trash, so some of that $10 is mine. I could have used that.
It's legit stealing, though. It's like
It is
poaching.
legit stealing.
No, it's not. Once you put it out, it's public property.
No, it's not. It's still on my curb, fam.
It's not your curb. You don't own the curb. The city owns the curb. Once you put
It's
it out,
on
it's
my
no
property.
longer yours. It's not your property.
It's not in the
Property.
street. It's on my property.
It's not your property.
It's on my
Like
property.
if they come in your yard and take it, then yes. But if you put it out, it's no longer yours.
People have done that.
Well, yeah, man, I guess.
People have done that.
They don't come in my yard.
Because there's a lot of people that don't put their garbage out front. They still have the garbage on the side of the house, and the garbage people come and take it up, take the garbage and put it in the truck.
Listen,
I put mine on
just
the
don't be on the side of my house sounding like a raccoon, because if you do,
Facts.
you're gonna get hit with a BB.
Facts.
With a BB?
BB? Hey. You know what I mean? Moving on.
Go on now, get.
But 7.6 million is wild. That's a lot of
That's
cash.
a lot of bottles, bro.
Yo,
Fact.
I thought it
178
was like a
tons of
weight
Like,
trash.
that's like a football field full of bottles.
Bro, 178 tons of trash.
And you think about like how much does a plastic bottle weigh?
Bro, exactly. So think about how much tons that takes.
What are they putting it in though? What kind of vehicle are they
Wait,
transporting?
and
that in?
and those machines don't hold that much.
Yeah,
Dude, wow.
They was
that's
there.
like a day thing. They gotta.
They blocked up traffic. They made it hot. That's what it was. He made
They
it
made it
hot.
hot.
They
They
did
made
it
it
one
hot.
time.
They
They
made
was
it
like, yo.
Pulled them over. They was like, "Are you traffic? Oh my god,
Oh,
what's
you know
this?"
what I-
Yeah,
you know what I think?
trafficking bottles.
What it could have been though, what it could have been is that they came through with the weight, and somebody on the inside was like, "I bet I'm gonna cash you out."
Who knows?
And that's probably what made it
Uh,
sneaky weaky.
So-
you know what I'm saying?
So certain places they have like weigh stations, and instead of you like depositing the can, what they do is they check the weight.
mhm.
But what I was thinking was they were probably putting like extra metal inside the can, weighing it like that.
Who knows?
Mm.
Maybe. But they got 7.6 million and they got to pay now.
That's great,
You
though.
got to pay.
That's one thing I'll be honest with you, I hate that. When I was in Florida, I lived in Florida for a little bit. We had to take the trash to the dump, where you literally have to get in your vehicle with garbage in the back and drive to, you know,
Like the landfill.
yeah, and dump it. Like that was the worst, bro.
It's Florida. I don't expect nothing less.
Yeah.
But hey, they got to pay.
It is Florida.
Moving on. Naked woman
Ooh.
armed with gun
Hey.
shoots at passing cars while on the freeway.
Yeah.
Hey.
that's
Well,
crazy.
how was her body?
don't
Bucket
wanna know.
naked.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, usually the naked person is.
It's not right. It's not some supermodel that's out there crazy.
They look like a chicken.
So I know this guy, right? He goes to hedonism like whenever he like all the time. And he looks like a disgusting pig. And he goes there with his wife. And I've seen his wife before. She's a disgusting pig also. So if this is a if these are the type of people that are there, like
I mean, there's a lot of different naked bodies, sir. So, but yes, for this one, she's not attractive. So she's out there, middle of the highway, bucking shots at cars.
What state was this?
Let me go ahead and confirm. Thank you.
That sounds like
did she
California.
did
Oh,
she
wow.
have,
We're back to California. California got it this week.
did she have nice boobs?
No.
Oh. So nothing was nice.
No.
Damn.
So she out there bucking at cars. They over here swerving, getting out the way up there. She's literally like walking people down,
Swerve.
shooting.
Really?
And what's going on here?
I would have punched her in the face.
You gonna get out your car to punch her and she has a gun in her hand?
It's not a real gun.
It is a real gun. She's bucking shots
Oh.
on the highway.
Oh, I thought it was like
at
I thought it was
cars.
like, you know, like I know it's a real gun. I thought it was like,
Did I say a fake gun? I said a gun.
paintball gun.
that's what I'm thinking, like something like that.
It was a gun.
Real gun.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
firearm, dude.
Oh wow, she's wilding.
The blammer.
Oh, she had the ham ski.
The blam
Nuts.
blam.
Nuts.
The family.
What would you
the
do at that
blam.
point? If you're a cop and you get that call, naked woman on the highway shooting guns, how do you disarm that?
You run her over.
Yeah, you take it down.
They got the new doors. They got the robots.
Oh,
They don't have the robots. We got.
No, we got the robots
They
here.
got it there too.
They ain't got, no, Cali ain't.
I ain't got that shit.
They ain't got that budget over
Not
there.
yet.
Bro, you know what San Francisco is?
Yeah,
It's the technology. Out
Yeah,
of
but that's San Francisco.
is
That's
insane.
not the entire
they
state.
didn't give it to police.
Yeah,
California.
and they didn't give it to the
The
cops.
tech boys got it.
Facts. Silicon Valley got that.
Yeah, not the people.
Yeah. They ain't giving no cops in Watts. That you crazy? It's not going
They
down.
need it.
New
Not
York,
go down.
New York cops get all that type of shit.
Facts.
They
We get it first.
Dude, I was on the LIE one day and I saw like a trailer towing like 2 new like NYPD tanks. I'm like, why does the NYPD need military grade tanks?
Why does the NYPD need Mustang SUVs?
Those things suck.
But why do they?
Why would they even make a Mustang SUV?
Yeah, they just want the aesthetics of it, the look.
Yeah, it looks
They trying to really
stupid.
make this look all futuristic instead of doing their jobs.
Biggest game in the
Crazy.
city, bro?
Facts. Moving on. Raven Simone says she gets psychic visions similar to her character on That's So
Oh my god.
That's So Raven.
Smoking that Orlando
Like-
face pack.
that
one of his
weed.
blunts.
Yo, she had that ayahuasca.
She on that OE.
She had that pack
What are
homeboy
we?
had.
What are we doing?
Listen, wacky
She on
packs,
that
man.
brown pack?
She had that Orlando Brown pack. Whatever his name
She on that
is.
synthetic. That's what she's on.
She on that
man.
K2 woo woo.
Yo, like, what are we doing?
But she been a wild card,
Facts.
so I'm not even. And
I
she
mean,
came
it
from the
fit.
Co-
It
and she
fits.
came from the Cosby Show. Let's keep it a band.
It fits irrelevant news of the week. Because how long has she been?
She
When's
been
the last
tweaking.
time she's been relevant? Last time she's been relevant. I mean, it's a bar though.
Yeah.
But to say that you have, like, you see, the thing is, I've always said to myself, I've always said to people too, and Jasmine can, she could definitely co-sign this. I said if I ever fall on hard times where I have no money, right, like completely broken and on the verge of like losing everything, I'm just gonna. I shouldn't even say this, but I will. I'll blank it out. I am going to say that. So now I'm going to be able to open up a church because churches are tax-free.
Mhm.
So you could be able to start your own hustle, just like Creflo Dollar and all these other dudes, Benny Hinn, and I could be able to make money. Easy. Who's going to tell me that I didn't see Jesus in a toilet bowl? Can't nobody tell me that. That's the hustle. So for her to say, hey, I'm psychic, I can be able... That's a side hustle for her. She can be the next Cleo because she has a name.
Call me now.
Like, when you come up with-
Exactly. Call me now if you're reading.
When you come up with a new
Not a
church,
mercy.
how do you like get a fellowship? Like, how do you just make, like
What?
the process of gaining a new fellowship?
Right.
Because most people who go to church, they have their church,
Right.
You know?
Oh, what do you mean? How you would get clientele?
Yeah.
We just
It's crazy how you say that though.
We
How
just-
you get clientele.
we'll just go to Instagram. That's
Hey,
it.
Oh god.
Come join
We'll
us,
go to the
brother.
gram. We'll go to the gram, start filming videos, and people are like, yo, you heard that new church over there?
I would like to be a deacon.
Yeah, you will be.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Y'all
He's-
watch Mighty Gemstones?
Yeah.
It's
It'll
really
be just like that.
Yeah.
Facts. You know, Chili McFreeze will be the bounce at the door. So if you don't have any money in your pocket, you can't come in.
Yo,
We're gonna have two. We're gonna have
I'm not gonna be
three.
a part of this.
We're gonna have three. We're gonna have three ATMs. There's gonna be one at the entrance. There's gonna be one at the actual what do you call it? Everybody kneels and prays.
Right. Yo, you know what? I
Yeah.
went to a friend's christening, right? And it was like the first one I ever went to. And it was very strange. Like they passed that thing around. Like it came around.
Yep.
Then it came around again.
Yep.
I'm like, what the
You gotta make sure.
But then it came around again, and I'm like, well, okay.
You gotta make sure.
Like, what is this?
Listen, the
We
way
miss some people.
the way my situation is gonna go with my church, right? We're gonna pass the offering plate, right? And there's not gonna be cycling where the person leaves and comes back. They just gonna stand there. So every aisle is gonna have somebody who's 6'7" standing there with a plate
You know what you're doing?
and making sure that you put money in here.
Your church sound like
And-
the Carter.
And and in the plate, you get the machine where if you ain't got no cash here, tap.
Right. We got
Oh,
the
gosh.
card where you can
Right,
be able to
tap,
swipe. Exactly.
you
There you
take
go.
Apple Pay.
Yep. Got a card swiper. All that.
Somebody give you that phone. No
Yeah, I went to
cash.
Right.
church like that, and I felt the
Right.
way.
We say, listen, we're gonna have a PayPal, we're gonna have a Cash App, we're gonna have all that stuff for the church. So you can't tell me that you ain't got no money
And
today.
we can have an ATM in there.
3. That's remember I said 3. Entrance at the
The pews.
pews. There's gonna be one right there in the middle.
Wait,
Mhm.
And a QR
So
code.
question.
And QR code too.
does your ATM charge them a fee?
Yes.
Yes, and here's a fee. Here's a fee.
Is it like the casino fee?
It's
like
gonna
a
be
$10 fee?
It's gonna be like a strip club fee. $15. $15. $15. Yep.
Oh gosh.
I remind you next time come with cash.
Because Jesus told me that you have to pay.
Yo.
You have to pay.
You should also come with your own denomination. So it's like
Facts.
you got to come there and buy points of like
Facts.
$5.
Exactly.
Wow.
We gonna have our own. We gonna have our own currency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you gotta
So
cash
for
out.
X amount, this is how much. See, y'all know what it is.
And then you get all the discounts when you go food shopping.
There it
You
is.
got the
Perks.
Yo,
you got
listen.
the tax ID.
We'll hook them up with EBTs.
Oh,
All that.
Church perks.
All that. Church perks.
Churks.
Churks.
Sure.
I need my pub. FIS my
Yo,
IP. I need
bars.
part of these IP.
Bars.
Thank you.
I love that. See how that came together real quick though. Y'all were thinking about this. Y'all were thinking about this.
Can I preach?
You can do whatever you want.
That'd be sick.
You can do whatever you want.
I think people would love to hear what I got to say.
Probably. It's probably gonna be like that that scene in Vampire Brooklyn where Deacon was outside. Evil is good. Evil's good.
You know,
Don't worry about that.
All I can think about right now is like, I am delivered. I don't like men's no more.
See?
I like women.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. You all leaving
Oh,
church
God.
of
Why did
whatever.
you have to say that?
What?
What?
Oh,
What'd he say?
God.
I didn't hear it.
He said that. He said it.
He said it again.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm telling you. Your man.
Yo,
Your man.
I'm
Yo,
responsible.
you had that.
Your man. Your man.
You had the voice. It
Yeah, man.
made me do it.
Moving on.
What voice? It wasn't.
Moving on.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Let me hear you say this.
Nope.
No.
Say it again.
Nope.
Nope.
Moving on. We're not doing it. Last one. Flight passengers fed a single piece of chicken after catering error. They were on a plane for 12 hours and there was one piece of chicken to serve for the entire plane.
Wait. So, question.
What?
What type of chicken was that? The piece that they had? Was it a drum? Was
thigh?
it a flat?
I could live
Was
with a
it-
thigh.
Oh, KFC chicken.
Oh.
Piece of KFC chicken.
One piece for everybody.
One piece.
Like per person?
No.
How big was? How many people?
You asking too many details. We talking about a plane, a chartered plane here.
I mean, 12 people.
So there was a cake. No, there's
Maybe
more.
somebody. If they
Try
had
to
the, maybe
play.
maybe they got the bucket and somebody got into it.
Somebody got fired.
Somebody got fired.
Somebody got laid. the fuck
Somebody
off.
definitely got fired.
That's
But yo,
bad.
could you imagine being on a 12-hour flight and there's one piece of chicken to go around? We fighting. We fighting to the there's a
Can
there's a-
we all eat that one piece of chicken though? Like,
What?
it depends on how many people.
Maybe it's the if it's like the thigh and the leg.
Well, did they still have
situation.
chips or anything like that?
I don't know.
I would have filled myself up on Bebs.
Yeah. Seltzers will do it to you.
Seltzers again.
Just get boozed up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Although I can't do that. I tried drinking on the plane one time, like heavy drinking.
They cap you though.
Remember that time?
Yeah,
Like
they cap
6
you.
in the morning.
And plus, they
Yeah,
cap
that's why
you.
you do it at the bar before you get on the plane.
Right.
Unless you buy champagne and beers. I went on a flight sidebar to LA like a couple years ago, and met this random dude. I think it's an art seller or whatever. And he's he's pounding beers. They offer you 6 max, and the flight attendant was mad
God
cool
knows
with
the
us.
max.
Yo, bro, he was like, "Got you." Just kept flowing. Probably had like about 12 pack.
That's crazy.
On an LA flight. And that shit took like 6 hours.
That is my irrelevant.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, yeah, they stink.
After the break, we got some NBA news. Very, very interesting. After the break.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
All the gals watching. Minus 6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
and welcome the grid.
To the grid. To the grid.
To the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
And welcome to the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
Jeannie Buss announced today that LeBron James will have his jersey retired with the Los Angeles Lakers. And the big story is he going to have one jersey or is it going to be two? Well, they confirmed that it's probably just going to be one, right? Should be 23. 6 is officially retired around the league. RIP Bill Russell. But there was another question. Well, first off, congrats to LeBron. Obviously, the Lakers have a particular way that they do business for their honoring of their great players. They don't retire jerseys unless you're in the Hall of Fame. So there's not like other teams that have great players that have played for their team and they end up putting the jersey in the rafters. You need to be in the Hall of Fame, be a great player for us,
right?
And then we'll hang your jersey. You know what I mean? I respect that. I like that. I actually like that. I mean, I don't mind either way, but the Lakers they're the Lakers, right? So that matters. But another question came up for me because yes, LeBron is going to have his jersey retired in 3 locations. There's no other player in NBA history who's going to have that, right? But there's also this question for the Laker fans. You're a Laker fan, so I'll ask you. Does he deserve a statue in front of the crypto
Absolutely
arena?
not. Well, no, I don't think he deserves a statue.
That's exactly where I'm going as well.
Agreed.
He didn't win enough championships.
Right. So, as great as LeBron is in regards to the totality of his career, he's been a good Laker.
Well,
but he hasn't been an all-time great Laker.
Well, the thing is, if you look in history, most of the statues go to franchise players. LeBron wasn't necessarily a franchise player, I don't believe, for the Lakers.
What do you mean franchise player?
Well, look at Dirk.
Right.
Dirk was with Dallas his whole career.
Okay.
Kobe
doesn't have one yet.
But he's going to.
Yes.
Jordan.
Okay.
So.
But that's where it stops, because if that's the case, then most of the Lakers guys that have statues are not franchise guys. Shaq came from Orlando. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came from Milwaukee.
That's true.
Magic Johnson has his, so he's a Laker, yes.
Right.
But those 2 Pantheon guys came from other places. So I don't think that franchise matters.
But Shaq also came in and got 3 rings.
Yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying is that he was an import.
Yeah.
So technically, people will identify Shaq as a Laker. I get that.
Right.
But he had a career with Orlando.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, those things matter. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won a championship in Milwaukee before he got to the Lakers. He was a 2-time MVP, 3-time MVP before he even got here. So, those things matter, right? For LeBron, he had a Hall of Fame career before he got to the Lakers. So, has he been a great Laker? No. I'm a LeBron fan. I can say that he hasn't been a great Laker. He's been injured a lot, right? Attrition has kind of taken over for him. But he won a championship. But one championship in LA doesn't move the needle.
I don't want to see a LeBron statue.
If he gets 2 or 3 by the time he leaves, if he wins 3 titles in LA before he leaves, he gets one.
Yes.
He definitely gets one.
But, Matt, so what would the statue be? Like him with the throwing the powder?
Yeah, it'll be the powder. It'll be the powder.
that would be
I think the Cavs should do that for him.
Yes.
I think he should have you see how Jordan has the big statue in front of the Chicago arena?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron should have a big statue in front of the Cavs arena with him doing the powder.
Not even
that'd be fire.
And
with him
doing
the
I would say
powder.
not even just for his basketball career.
No, that sounded crazy.
Not even
with
just
him
for his
doing the
basketball
powder, that's
career,
funny.
but for what he does for
Yeah,
the state.
exactly.
You think they'll respect it, though?
Exactly for the
Cleveland.
state of Ohio. I agree.
Ohio. My bad.
Would the Cleveland fans respect it?
Oh no, they love LeBron now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no animosity towards him.
What was who else would have done anything for Cleveland?
No one.
Well, no one.
Right.
But I'm saying
You
in
gotta
general,
respect
as
it.
far as so what he did for this city, yeah, they'll respect that. But
I'm even bringing the chip.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, he brought a title to Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah.
We love you, Cleveland.
Not even Bob Sura. No, I'm playing.
Cleveland, bro. So, respect to LeBron. I think it's fair for him to get his jersey retired. There's gonna be a lot of Laker fans. Yeah, why? Shut up. Just shut up. The hate is just enough.
Right.
The man led you to a championship. It'd be one thing if LeBron came here, the Lakers never made the playoffs, and he's just over here stat padding, right? You won a title. There's not a lot of teams that can be able to say that they won a championship
Right.
in the last 5 years. So, Jimmy, you all right over there?
I feel like if that was an enclosed desk, he'd be under the table. Like,
Yo, what do you?
What is wrong with you?
Because I kind of figured, like, what's he fondling?
Stop.
Like, what's he doing over there?
He's trying to reposition himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on.
Oh gosh.
Moving on.
What's he doing?
I can't today. Yeah, tell you.
Fucking alien.
Adam Silver has had it. Adam Silver has had it with what's going on in the NBA right now. He's had it with Dame Lillard. He's had it with his agent. Adam Silver sent out a memo and said, listen, I had to do some investigation. I had to check around with all the other teams and see if this rumor was true. And your agent called around and said, don't even bother trading for him because he's not coming. He going to Miami. He want to go to Miami. So he's like, if this is true, you need to stop. Because if it is true, I'm going to fine you out the wazoo. So my thing is like, Adam Silver's showing some nuts. I like it. But here's the other part of it, right? Does Dame get any flack for this? Does it look bad? Or does it fall in line with what everybody else does?
I think it looks bad.
Okay.
I do think it looks bad because, granted, like, listen, dude, you're 32 years old, first off.
33.
33 years old, first off. Like, your clock is ticking. Your clock is really ticking. So just pack your bags, go somewhere, finish your career, and just move on.
Right. I agree. I don't like the optics of it because, like, you have an agent that's doing your bidding and telling these other teams that, hey, they shouldn't, like, but yet you claim to be a baller, right? So it's like, what messages are you sending? It's either you're gonna go to whatever team trades for you, work out, play it through, and if you're free after that, then go wherever you want to go, or you're gonna play this. Oh, well, I ain't going. I want to go to Miami. Okay. Now you wonder why Portland Trailblazer fans are acting the way they're acting towards you.
Right.
Because you're the guy that said, I want to stay here. I want to make sure that I bring championship to Portland. I don't like super teams. I don't like to go there. Oh, but you want to go to Miami. Oh.
You want to play with Jimmy.
Oh, you want to play with Jimmy. Oh. Want to play with Eric Spoelstra. Oh.
I want to play with Jimmy. Hey, yo.
So for me, it's like, Dame, you sound a little, all of those things that you said before. Because for me, like, I had conversations with many people, right? Even my man, shouts to my man Bishop, he was telling me, oh, well, what Dame is doing is kind of in line with everybody else. I said, no, I don't agree. The reason why is because anybody with two eyes knows that Portland never had a chance to do anything. So for you to say that you are waiting for management to try to build a contender around you,
good luck.
That's like having a girlfriend that is a screw up and you like, I'm just going to wait to see how, she turns it around.
Right.
She's never given me any indication, but I have hope that she's going to turn it around. She's telling you exactly what she is.
It's like turning a hoe into a housewife.
Right.
But every housewife is a hoe.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
With that mouth, dude.
Not all of them. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. It's like you were waiting for this situation to turn around. It never was. Nobody's coming to Portland. No free agents saying, "Yeah, I want to go there and play with Dame."
Yeah, who would want to go there?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. So you waited around for what?
If you to go there, you got to get the super bag.
Right. 4 years. So that's what he did. He took the bag to go to Portland, right? He took the bag to stay. He's making a lot of money. Now you want to go.
Right.
Portland fans should burn your jersey. They should. You've been gaslighting them for the last 8 years. I love Portland. Don't stay. Gonna stay. Everybody. Get out of here.
Oh, give me a home.
Right.
Buffalo room.
Don't gaslight me. So that's why I think that, Adam Silver had to do this, because it's getting a little crazy now, right? You got James Harden with his request, Dame doing this nonsense. It's like you have to find ways to take control of your league back, right? I don't know how effective this is going to be, because he said that there's a worldwide mandate, or not even worldwide, or team-wide mandate for the NBA that players and their representatives cannot say that they want to go to a specific team anymore. So you can't do that anymore, that you're only going to want to play here, or is he going to get fined? If you don't care, then you don't care, but
James Harden looks like he should be in like hot dog eating contest.
You ain't see how he took like six hamburgers from
Trill Burgers.
Yeah, Trill Burgers. Straight off the cart. He gonna show up fat again, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna show up fat again. That's gonna be his angle out of Philly. And if I'm Philly, I keep him right there.
Right.
Keep his ass right there.
Get your high blood pressure and just keep take your medication and
Yeah.
keep it moving.
Yeah. Give him a blood pressure machine and make sure you check his blood pressure every game. That's
Before the
it.
game.
You ain't going nowhere. You gonna wait till your contract up and then you can leave.
Right.
You wanted to come here, well, you here now. Yeah, you here now. You ain't gonna leave. Kept wife. That's what he is.
I'm not happy.
Oh gosh.
I'm not happy. You're not doing what they want. I'm happy. They lied to me.
Oh, it's a business. Business lie. They all lie. Moving on. Paul Pierce. What a character he is. Paul Pierce was on some show. I think he was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast or somebody's podcast. And he said that Dwayne Wade is not a better player than he is. He's like, Dwayne Wade had LeBron James and Chris Bosh. He said, could you imagine if I would have played with those guys, how many championships I would have had too? But let's be frank. My memory serves me correctly. He played with Antoine Jameson early in his career. Is that not correct? Right? They didn't go anywhere. They had a couple of playoff runs, but nothing substantial, right? Nothing significant. And then something miraculous happened in 2007, 2008. Can anybody remind me what happened to the Boston Celtics in 2007, 2008 season? If you don't know, I'll tell you. They got 2 Hall of Famers and a rookie point guard that ended up being one of the best point guards in the game for the next decade. Oh. But yet you're still crying about spilled milk about how you're better than Dwayne Wade. You're not. See, the thing is with Paul Pierce is that I find it sad is that he's starting to realize that people are not looking for Paul Pierce. Anytime somebody's having a conversation about greats, about people that have played in the NBA and left their impact, have you ever heard anybody talk about Paul Pierce?
Nope.
Greatest small forwards of all time. They named LeBron, Larry Bird, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony. This goes on, right?
I don't put him in the top 20.
You never hear anybody say Paul Pierce's name. That bothers him. And because he's Mr. I'm going to say what I want to say and I'm going to go and wild out on certain podcasts. That's his angle. That's his hook. Nobody in their right mind will say that Paul Pierce is better than Dwayne Wade. Who?
Nobody. Nobody.
Where?
Facts.
Dwayne Wade won a championship with Shaq, aging Shaq, right? And had one of the best finals in NBA history, statistically.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That was before Braun.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, like Shaq was injured one of them seasons. I think Lazo was still playing.
No, we talking about the championship. Yeah, he was there. But Shaq wasn't Shaq anymore. Right. He wasn't the 25 and 15. Yeah. He wasn't the 30 and 10 guy. He was more 19 and 9, 19 and 10. Still effective. But Dwayne Wade is the one that took that finals over and won the championship. So for me, it's like, just stop, Paul. Just stop. You're good. You're a great NBA player. Your legacy, like people in Boston love you.
He'll never get a statue.
No.
No statues.
You ain't no Bill. You ain't Bill Russell. you ain't Bill Russell.
No statues for him.
You ain't Larry Bird. You ain't Robert Parrish. You ain't none of those guys. You ain't Kevin McHale. You ain't that. You good? You ain't that. Just be happy where you at. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like there's levels. There's tiers, right? There's certain people that got government clearance that they can go all the way up to the top floor, go to Area 51. There's certain people that can't go there. They can only go to the bathroom. He's a bathroom guy.
You go to his key card and it's like,
right.
access denied.
Right. His key fob don't work. Key fob don't work.
Uses the janitor's bathroom.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm trying to use the corporate bathroom. No, we got this one right here. We got the stores. The stores.
You got to jingle the handle.
Facts, exactly. Got to put in a code, but this is not electronic. It's just like punching. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no fingerprint. Like, you don't get that type of clearance. You don't have that, and that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. Lamar Odom doesn't get high security clearance for the Lakers. He was a great player, but he don't get Kobe clearance.
No.
He don't get that type of clearance. There's levels. There's levels. That's all I'm saying.
Levels to this.
That's all I'm saying. So just be happy. Just be happy. Moving on. Here's my Met rant. Okay. So the Mets officially are in selling mode. What that means is that they no longer feel that they're in contention, that they're not going to make the playoffs. So what you do is you start selling off your high price contracts. So they traded off David Robinson for some kids that are not going to be ready for another 5 or 6 years, right? Great. Wonderful. So now they have Max Scherzer, who's making $40+ million. You have Verlander, who's making $43 million. You have all of these other guys that are making big money. You have Marte, who's on a DL that you can't trade because he's having migraines and throwing up all over the place. You can't deal with him, right? So team's a mess. Team's a mess. And now we heard rumors that Billy Epler, listen to how stupid this is, and this is why I have to go on a rant. Billy Epler, who was the GM, who signed Verlander to the big deal, gave Verlander a no-trade clause, right? Mm-hmm. Gave him a no-trade clause in the contract. That was a sticking point in the contract. Goes to Verlander and rumored now that he says, hey, things are not really working out this year, so there's a lot of teams calling me about you. Would you mind waiving your no-trade clause and probably going somewhere so we can be able to get some prospects? Now, Verlander, if he's a smart person, will look at Billy Epler and say, you are the biggest fucking idiot I've ever seen. You give me this no-trade clause, and then you have the nerve to knock on my door or call my phone and ask me to waive it? No. You're going to pay me every single dime that I have in this contract because I have the right to. I have a no-trade clause. Right. I like New York. I'm not going anywhere.
I'll tell him I never take it
off. I never take it off. Die with it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you... How stupid of a GM do you have to be? You gave me this.
Right.
This is where we are. This is where we are with a GM that has no idea what the hell he's doing. This is why we suck. This is why we're bad. There are 5 games on the 500 tonight, and they have no chance of winning, making the playoffs. They made a trade with the Florida Marlins in division. Gave them one of our best relievers. Great.
Well, they know it's over.
Yeah. Haven't told the fans that because the price is still up.
Yeah, I was about to say best price ticket soon.
Start selling for $6 because nobody's going.
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
So what they're gonna do? They're gonna give all the tickets to the school kids.
Right. That's tickets to the school kids.
Camp trips.
You're gonna give it to the give it to the banking institutions as vouchers. Hey, you gonna go to the Met game?
You're gonna see a lot of cheese buses
Facts.
parking that lot.
Facts. You know what I mean?
Start?
It's terrible. This is where we are. The biggest payroll in Major League history, dud, because of how he constructed the team. From day one, the bullpen sucked. Bullpen sucked. He made no improvements to the bullpen. In baseball, if you have a bad bullpen, you're not going to win many games. That's 1, right? 2, never improved the offense. The same offense that went into the shitter last year and then went to the shitter in the playoffs is the same offense that came back this year. So Every Met fan was like, oh, we won 101 games last year. We should win it again. While I'm over here like, I don't think that this team is pretty good. They didn't make any changes. Lo and behold, they suck, right?
Well, why do you think they were able to do it last season and this season?
Sometimes chemistry is what it is. Like sometimes the thing is with role players, right? There's a reason why guys are called role players. Is because they know their role. They play their role. Sometimes role players can play over their sticks, right? So if guys are having a good year, you just have to chalk it up to them having a good year. That's not saying that next year they're going to have a good year or the year after that they're going to have a good year because they're role players.
Right.
Those things change. Superstars are the ones that are consistent players. You can guarantee that they're going to be guys that produce all the time. Role players are not. This is why you have to change role players out often, right? That's where the Mets are. So they had a chance to be really, really good last year.
Right.
And here comes Billy Epler. I'm not going to make any moves at the deadline. We don't want to give up anything.
Right.
Spend all this money on nothing, and now you have to give up everything.
Yo, homeboy's not on the trading block anymore, right?
Who's that?
I can't.
Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah.
No. They're trying to make a push for it. Rumors that he may consider staying, which is not going to happen. But, we'll see. We'll see. But thank you for the segue. Because that was my last rant for baseball until we go into W Week. This is a big one. Shohei Ohtani, the best player in baseball, just recently threw a complete game. What a complete game is that when you literally pitch the entire game.
Okay.
Complete game. I had no idea that was his first complete game of his career. Here's my problem with that. Is that baseball has made their game so unwatchable that for somebody like me that grew up watching baseball and is a huge fan, it's hard for me to watch the game because we went from pitchers pitching deep into games back in the day, throwing 140 pitches and winning a lot of games, earning themselves into the Hall of Fame and all that stuff, to now we see pitchers can't even go 5 innings. Now we have everybody throwing, the pitch count? Got to worry about the pitch count. Oh, he's at 90 pitches. We have to make sure that we don't let him go to 100. Why? You've changed the game so much that you know what happens when you micromanage something? It doesn't tend to grow and produce much because you're not allowing the full potential to come out because you're micromanaging
Take the soul out of it.
You're taking the soul out of it. How do you expect pitchers in this day and age to even show you that they're capable of doing anything if you micromanage them?
Right.
Tommy John is a part of the game, right? Injuries happen where that UCL ligament, some people have strong ones, some people have weak ones. You have surgery. A pitch count and you putting them on an innings restriction is not going to stop that. I've never heard of a pitcher getting stopped or not getting hurt with an innings limit or a pitch count. They get hurt anyway.
So in theory, is this sort of like a load management?
It's exactly what it is. So you've dumbed down their abilities, so which means that when pitchers are pitching now in the States, they already know that there's a limit to their potential. They're playing with that limit to their potential.
Right.
You know what happens when you kind of like dumb down yourself? You tend to do more harm to yourself. You tend to hurt yourself more. Instead of being yourself, you tend to hurt yourself more. It just doesn't make sense to me why you would allow somebody to not pitch. Just let him pitch. He's the best pitcher in the game. He should be going 8-9 innings every game if he wanted to.
Yeah.
What's the difference? It don't make sense. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But guess what? It's baseball. It's right on cue.
It's America's sport.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
It's America's pastime.
Let's put him on a pitch count. We don't want him to get hurt. Then boom, he gets hurt. Then what's the excuse then?
Aliens.
Right.
Aliens.
After the break, The greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Welcome back, y'all. Now it's time for the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask, who is the dummy of the week? Jimmy's in the claw seats today. Who you got?
Mitch McConnell or whoever's.
Come on now, don't do that to Mitch McConnell, man.
The shutoff button. You just.
Don't do that to Mitch, but if you want to give it to him, all right.
Dummy,
now,
yeah.
Well, whoever's.
You know what, Jimmy? Maybe
whoever's letting this dude still be an officer.
right. That's I will agree with that.
I'll give him
Well,
senile.
maybe he's an alien and they just hit the button. Maybe he's about to say something. They just hit the button and just shut him down.
I mean, he was there for a while though.
Was nobody
right.
even like they just let
Listen, I'm gonna say this. No, you know what? I'm gonna save it.
You ever seen his hands?
I'll save it. Whose hands?
Mr. McConnell's hands are like blue. You never seen them shits?
It's like blue clothes, like
dude,
crab.
It's like, you know what it remind me of? Renfield. Renfield is Dracula's assistant. He looked like Renfield up there, bro. Like, you too old to be up there, dude. Like,
as most of these congressmen,
yeah,
people are.
So yes, whoever his handler is, they definitely deserve.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah. Chloe, you got?
I mean, look, I don't know. I got people that leak 911 tapes, like leak the audio. I just don't feel like, wow, that shit should be on WorldStar. It should be on like certain websites and for the public to hear. Like if someone calls 911 and they're giving you an emergency, I shouldn't hear the Bronny James playback of what the fuck happened at that moment.
They had that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
crazy.
That's
whack.
tasteless.
That's whack.
I don't like shit like that. Like I really feel like those are really like intimate moments of like some real shit.
But what's the
going on.
point of that? What is the?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you get?
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to hear that?
That's a money thing.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
I
money
agree.
thing. That's
Yeah,
money
of course.
grab.
Somebody
so
bought
whack,
it.
bro.
Somebody
Right.
bought it, and like for you to want to buy it, you're scum.
Right.
Like I think that's so
Yeah.
corny. Like
Scummy.
I don't know. I just I don't know. I never like shit like that.
But that's the thing is like there's a mass majority of the population that get a kick out of panic.
I think that those things are also, I think they're public record. So anybody can listen to it, but the fact that
I get it, yeah. But some
like websites for people to
listen,
actually
at the end of the
make
day,
some monetary gain, like come on, man.
At the end of the day, right? If it was just a regular person, it wouldn't be on WorldStar.
Right.
It's because it's LeBron James' son why it's there, which is BS. You're exploiting the kid that had an emergency.
I don't like that.
Sidebar. In Brooklyn now, what they're doing is they're changing all of the police scanner stations and making them private. You know, like if you had like a police scanner, you could pick up all the calls and this and that. Especially like say the press, so they could get to certain things. And so in Brooklyn, so far they're banning them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, New York's always doing some stuff. They always the first to do some stuff anyway.
I got one more.
Oh, you got a 2-drink minimum today.
I got 2 drink tickets. Fucking New York for doing this stupid ass congestion thing that they're doing, like 60-something street.
Explain.
Yes. So it's like Midtown Manhattan. Like just to go to Midtown Manhattan from uptown or downtown, you got to pay a congestion fee. In the city,
I heard
you're
about
not
that.
even going over the bridge.
Yep.
You're crossing a few blocks, and they're going to charge you like $9 just to cross a few blocks. This shit is going to do nothing for nobody, especially when the subway is as terrible as it is.
How does it work? It's like taking a photo of a plate.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
the
an
plate
easy
readers.
pass in the middle of the blocks.
They literally do not want people in the city. That's what they're telling you.
It's ridiculous.
They if you're gonna be in here, you're gonna have to pay. They're trying to keep people out. That's all it is.
Maybe maybe they're hitting the billionaires, but at the same time, that still hits everybody. Cause
Bro, it hits the poor people, bro.
Yeah, that's who was really gonna lose.
And that's what that they're trying to kick the poor people out.
I don't think it's really hitting the poor people, because if you're gonna say poor people don't drive to work to Manhattan because they have to pay for parking. Well, what I think it really hits is the commercial drivers, the truck drivers, the delivery drivers, like all those.
Well, the
people.
average Joes.
Yeah.
I listen. I call people who are
Well, I wouldn't say the average Joes. Those are like companies, like like let's say, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different for Con Ed because Con Ed's Con Ed and they pretty much run the city. But like let's say you have a fleet of vehicles. You're a major company. You have a fleet of vehicles. Your electricians, plumbers, whatever, and you have to keep going from different calls up, down, uptown, downtown, and throughout the day you're constantly going through this. So you're hitting businesses really.
But maybe it's certain businesses may end up getting like a flat fee.
Well, they say
don't
like
have to
the
pay.
taxis, like I think it's like a flat thing. Like if you go through it once a day, you're only gonna get charged that one time.
That's what I'm saying. So it may be the same situation for companies like that are like that. You probably have to apply for something. There's always some loophole. So,
but it does suck with parking. Like let's say you got to drive downtown. I'm gonna pay a toll to come over the bridge. I pay a toll to go downtown and then have to pay to park.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's New York for you, right? Trying to price us out of here. Can't stand it. Can't stand it, but I won't leave. Can't stand it, but I won't leave.
Can't stand you.
I won't leave. But yes, that's definitely the
Dummy. Yeah.
That's a good one, Cole. I like that. Nicole, who you got?
I just saw these Taylor Swift fans like causing earthquakes on her tour.
What?
Yeah, I think it was the one in Seattle the other day. It's like
What are they doing? Just stomping?
activity 2.3 magnitude earthquake during her tour in Seattle. Just like,
So
wow.
That's crazy.
So they're literally just stomping?
Yeah, just like jumping around.
But
singing,
why?
which is like,
What's the reason?
They
Having
want
a
to play
show.
around. They want something.
I don't get it.
I think it's at her concert.
yeah, at a show.
So it's kind of like a
Is
rave
that
thing?
Is that many people jumping at the same time?
That's wild.
That's like when you see those weddings, when people go to the wedding venue and they're jumping and the whole roof caves in and they
That's
always.
listen, there's one thing to solve that. If I was in the area and I'm in a mood, I'm just be like, excuse me, there's many people out here gathering. I don't know what's going on. It looks like a cult. So I just want the SWAT team to come down here, make sure that you have the batons and the shields, and just go in that crowd and start going to work. Start going to work. You want to go ahead and go start something? Yeah, do that.
I remember being
starting an earthquake. What's wrong with y'all? Taylor.
Crazy.
People getting hyped for Taylor Swift like that?
They love Taylor.
Why? Why?
I don't know, man.
I'm asking.
It's Swift, baby.
She's no Janet Jackson.
I never understood like the fans.
No Beyonce.
Like the fans that go so crazy over these people. Like women. Like I get it. Like
Listen,
women,
people used to pass out and cry at MJ concerts, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I don't get it. I still don't get it.
I don't appreciate it. People never used to do that at Prince concerts. I don't like that. Prince was fire too.
Yeah, but the women used to make the ladies wet.
Facts. That's true.
But
so did MJ.
I thought he was a lady. I didn't know.
Stop.
Shalimar.
I didn't know. When I was little, I was like, Prince is the best.
Make it free, not a girl. Make it free, not a girl. But yeah, the fans at the Taylor Swift concert, they definitely get the
dummy. Yeah.
I don't get it. She's not that. I mean, I'm in good thoughts.
I like her music.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Chloe, you got? Fang, what you got? 2 drink minimum.
My first is gonna be Young Miami.
Okay, Young Miami gets the
dummy. Yeah.
What did she do?
Like I said, everybody's replying to, like, it was a video that came out of like her son backstage or at a party or something, whatever, with a stack of ones, making it rain on the strippers.
Okay.
And people, put in the comments like, are you serious? Like, this is crazy. Like, this is
It's a child.
Yeah, it's a child, like a 7-year-old child or something like that. Like, it's not even his teen, it's like a 7-year-old child. So everybody's saying stuff in the comments. So it's now she's going at all the people in the comments. Who the F are you? Da da da. My son was having fun. But like, dude.
Oh, that's her version of fun for her 7-year-old.
Yeah.
That's the culture. That's what they know down there. KOD.
Yeah, I guess. Sounds crazy to me.
CPS is also a thing too.
Right.
I'm just saying. That's the thing is like people like to. There's so many people out there that can't have children and want kids and want to create a good life for their children. And then you have idiots like this that have kids and have too much of an idiot brain to understand what good morals are to teach your children.
Right.
He's going to look back at this video 30 years from now and say, what was my mother doing? What was she doing? Because certain things like that, right? When a child starts to develop and they start to develop these characteristics and the parent says, I don't know where they get this from and I don't know why they're acting this way. Look back.
Right.
Start to think back because kids have a Rolodex. They pick up everything. They hear everything. They see everything. They imitate things. You don't think that 20 plus years from now, he's not going to remember that? Why was he there? Why was a stripper there?
It's crazy.
But that's the culture, though, right?
You know,
that's going to be the excuse. That's the culture.
For one, like the type of music and the things that she promotes in that type of music, like I don't think a 7-year-old should be listening to that.
Facts.
Period.
I agree.
So for him to be in that environment where like pretty much everybody who's going to be there is on that same type of time, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I agree. But like I said, it doesn't shock me. Her name is stupid. Her name is dumb. Never heard any of her music. Is it good?
I don't like anything.
Chloe, is it good?
I mean, it's if you like that type of shit.
I mean, you're the music guy. Is it good? In your opinion?
I mean, demographically.
Listen, man, some people put A1 sauce in their potatoes.
Yeah, demographically, it's a thing.
Okay. Well, the name sucks, so she gets the
Dummy, yeah.
My next one is Ice Cube.
Okay. Why does Ice Cube get the
Dummy, yeah.
Ice Cube went on an interview with Tucker Carlson.
Very random, but okay.
Yeah. And he was complaining about how Adam Silver in the NBA won't back the big three. Meanwhile, they promote Black Lives Matter and all this stuff and this and that. But at the same time, if you look at like some of the investors and the people that Ice Cube is dealing with, like Steve Bannon, who we know used to work for Trump and was being brought up on charges and this and that, who's an outright racist. Why would you think that the NBA is going to support your brand and what you're doing? They're not going to support outright racist and like, that whole, because you know the stuff that Tucker Carlson spews, and they're not going to support that. They don't want to stand behind that. They have a reputation to uphold. So,
I mean, if you want to even broaden the conversation, even if you're talking about just on a competition level, like it's another league, the NBA doesn't have to support them.
Right. At all.
I think that they need to get off of that and just focus on building your brand. You don't need the NBA.
Right.
You're clearly doing well without the NBA. You don't want to be a subsidy to the NBA. You want to be the WNBA? You want to have that? You want to have that moniker on your plaque? Right. No. Operate how you operate, and be fine.
And it just kind of bugged me too, because being Ice Cube and saying you stand up for this and you stand for that, for you to even go on and do this interview with Tucker Carlson, to me, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, I get it that you want to show that you're not leaning to one side, that you'll go to all platforms or whatever it is. I get it, but I hear you. It does look a little way, So yeah, big three, you don't need the NBA support, and vice versa.
Right.
Like your business, their business.
Like they
handle your business, they'll handle
they're
theirs.
already invested in one failing business. Why would they?
Hey, relax. I'm not gonna let you talk about the big three like that. You can talk about the WNBA like that. That's fine. But you're not talking about the big three like that. I like the big three. Like it. Yeah, but they got the old that.
Dummy, yeah.
Joey Freeze. Do you have one, sir?
I told you I have one. We already spoke about
Dog,
it.
speak.
Cam Newton.
Okay, elaborate. Cam Newton is the
Dummy,
Newton,
yeah.
Going crazy on these kids about, obviously, so Cam Newton was like, I guess, throwing a ball or whatever, and the kids are on the sideline and they're talking about money. So one of the kids say to Cam, they're like, oh, they got the same as you, Cam. And Cam's like, no, they don't have the same as me. I have something else. And the kid's like, what? And he's like, oh, now you want to know what? And then Cam's like, oh, I got more money than y'all. You can't talk to me about anything. I got more money than y'all. And I'm like,
I saw the exchange. I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I
grown ass
saw
man arguing with kids.
right, as soon as I saw the exchange, I hit my man Jeff. He's a big Cam fan. I was just like, this is sad. If you have to go to this level to make yourself feel good, now I get it. It's joking, tongue in cheek, and all that, but you couldn't come up with nothing clever than that. Like they coming at you as kids. Like we teenagers, you know how we get down. Like you know what I mean? Like that's how teenagers gonna come at you. That's your comeback to teenagers that you know don't have that type of money. That's lame.
There was no comedic relief.
Yeah, that's lame. Anybody who does that, especially the kids, bro, you lame. You corny for that. There's plenty of other things that you could have said. Could have had some mom jokes. Those work. You know what I mean?
Could have talked about how terrible they threw balls.
Facts. You could have came with their game, whatever. But to say that you got more money than them, obvious. Yeah. They're at your camp.
That's crazy.
A little lame. That those kids left that camp like he's a square.
He's a jerk.
But at the end of the day, too, we gotta remember, right? We always say is that money doesn't make you more cool. You can have money and still be a square.
Without a doubt.
You can still be money and still be a lame-o. It don't make it just because you got money don't change who you are as a person. Still corny. That's Cam. He's always come off to me as a little weird. But this kind of proves it. This is like on that Kevin Durant type of stuff when you arguing with kids on social media. This doesn't make sense.
Dummy, yeah.
All of those were good. I have my own. May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week. Thieves in Florida.
Oh, God.
Dragging an ATM from bank. Didn't realize they left a big clue. So they literally took this ATM and dragged it across the highway, dropping mad stuff and brought it back to their house and really thought that they weren't going to get caught. They got back like 2 hours later.
Idiots.
They got back like 2 hours later. Like, dude, what are we doing here? Is it that bad that you have to literally, like, you know how hard it is to steal an ATM machine, one? And you know how hard it is to open an ATM machine? You literally have to, like, there's a certain, I don't know, like combination lock safe that they have there.
Like a whole torch or like plasma.
Torches don't even work.
Yeah.
I've seen people put sledgehammers, axes, and they don't open. You steal this, you take all of this time to plot. Say, we gonna steal this at this time. Steal it and get back 2 hours later and you get no money?
You know, imagine like when you take it, the ATM is not even full at the time.
Dude, what if there's $6 in there? $6 in there.
$60 remaining.
Yo,
they gonna be sick,
bro.
Oh man,
it don't make sense. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. I just don't understand why we have people in this world that take risks like that. Like, would you actually do that if you were that low? Would you really steal an ATM?
No. For one, most of them are like GPS, have like some sort of GPS.
I think they all do, except the ones in the delis probably.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have them.
You gonna find out?
No, I'll never. Nope. They gonna get me. They gonna get me. No way. No way. I have another. The Green Bay Packers.
Dummy, yeah.
Green Bay Packers get the
Dummy, yeah.
Because here's what they did. They have a linebacker on their team. His name is Jonathan Garvin. They wish Jonathan Garvin a happy birthday. Hours later, they cut Jonathan.
Yo.
Wow.
They couldn't even let him hang for the day.
Yo.
Wow.
What are we doing?
That's crazy.
That's foul. And that's so idiotic.
Happy birthday. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of
Hey, Brenda, we
here.
gonna bring out your cake.
Then we go ahead and cut
We're
you.
gonna go ahead and cut you.
Damn.
We need you to bring your playbook. We're gonna put you in a
How
waitress.
unprofessional do you have to be?
Like, here's a knife. We're gonna cut the cake. No, we're gonna cut you.
Like, yo, that's crazy. You announce his birthday 2 hours later, you cut him.
Damn.
It's nasty work.
That's dirty business. Dirty business. I mean, listen, they ain't got no Aaron Rodgers no more, so they know that this is what happens when you lose great players and you start to try to figure it out. They're gonna be bad.
Different places.
They're gonna be very bad, and I can't wait to see it.
Wow.
Because people have been dogging Aaron Rodgers for years. Oh, he's not a leader. He's immature. Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. It's that girlfriend that got the wagon that everybody said that she annoying when she leave, and the next girl that you get ain't got no wagon, ain't got none of that stuff. You gonna see. You gonna see. It's not the same. Not that same feel, fam. That's all I'm saying. So the Green Bay Packers, y'all go ahead and wish the man a happy birthday and then cut him. Y'all gonna lose a lot of games this year. So this is not gonna be the first hiccup that y'all have this year. But you're winners for Dummy of the Week. That's all for this show. Jimmy, appreciate you. You know, it's always good to see you. Make sure that you show up more often. You know. Oh, that's great. Two weeks in a row. Claw had a decent week. Eventful.
All right, great.
Yeah, so rest up. You know, be better next week. See what happens.
Just let your nuts hang.
Yeah, facts. Mr. You know, I ain't gonna talk to you. Nicole of the ones and twos, the silent assassin. She's always the MVP of the show. Fang's thoughts. Give me one.
I think if you have a girthy and you ask a man to go down on you, you're pretty much asking him to suck dick.
It's fair. Claw, what is your kind word of the week?
Love parts of yourself before you lose them.
Nice.
Yo.
I like that one. Chilling Freeze.
Yo.
I have a closing statement. I can't even get on my closing statement now because it's funny. But it's on a serious note. What we saw with Mitch McConnell is a microcosm of our society. We need to start looking inward and start realizing that the people that we are choosing to run this country are old fucks. And they don't need to be in any positions of power. We have our athletic commission in New York. They're run by old fucks. A lot of the movie businesses and the movie production studios and the big conglomerates are run by old fucks. Our presidents are old. Our legislation is old. Everything is old. And you know why that is? Is because our young people don't take the responsibility of going into public service and making a difference, changing things. You want to go ahead and be on TikTok. You want to go ahead and be influential in a way that nobody cares and it's not impacting the world. How about impacting the world through politics? Because it helps. If you have smart people and you have young people that can be progressive and do things to help push this agenda forward and make things better instead of complaining that the old fucks are running the asylum, how about you do something to change it? We seen people have strokes and literally can't speak at a podium because you young people decide that you want to stay home and do nothing. This is why our country is like this, because you allow them to continue to control the narrative. It's a problem. So instead of wanting to be YouTubers, instead of wanting to be dancers and all this stuff, how about we really start focusing on how to really change this world and to get into politics and to change your neighborhoods, change your communities, and do something really impactful instead of having zombies like Mitch McConnell that have to stay up there and control the narrative in the Senate. To have guys like Joe Biden, who's my man, but he's pushing 80. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see Trump either. He's pushing 80. I'd like to see more young people get into politics that actually know what they're talking about, right? We're not talking about the crazies that think about space lasers and shit like that. Need more Barack Obamas that actually are young and impressionable, right? That's all I'm saying. It's a thought. So until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ. So get over it.